Gia, since I got you, what are some of the things that, if you had any question or any challenge, what is your biggest, if you could overcome this one hurdle, what would that be?
If getting people to come in.
And when you say getting people to come in, because there's a couple of things, there's two ways people come into our business. Number one, as a customer, or as a business builder. Which one are you talking about?
As a business partner.
And what have you found have been your challenge?
When I talk to them and ask them, tell them about the business, get them the literature, and they don't even want to see the videos.
Okay. That's because they haven't been qualified yet. If they don't even want to see the videos, that means whatever's being communicated has not piqued their interest as of yet. And so as a result, they're not interested in the video. You have to, the reason they have commercials, the reason they have teasers or trailers is to pique people's interest. Well, you speaking to one-on-one may be commercial, or maybe the trailer to get their interest. And a lot of times we lose their interest because we come out trying to sell them something, as opposed to sharing information and gathering information and understanding where they are mentally. So what I always do is I qualify who I'm talking to. And I qualify that by asking more questions than I do telling them about what I'm trying to sell them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we actually have, and when Phyllis comes back, we have a book somewhere or script somewhere where we actually have listed in that script some qualifying questions that you can ask to get to the point where they will want to see the video.
Okay.
And then how are you doing with getting customers?
Well, the customers is good.
So the other thing, so if that's the case, every customer has the possibility or the potential to become a business builder.
Right.
But again, we have to talk about qualifying them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the presentation. The average person doesn't believe they're a good salesperson. And they're not interested in sales. I don't like selling. Why is that? Because the average person struggles with rejection. So they're really not saying they don't like selling, they're saying they don't like rejection. So if the proposition is that you come on and sell this product, the idea is, no, I want to use it, but I don't want to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be strategic in how we communicate with those individuals, which means there's a certain level of questions that we have to ask and things of that nature. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so that's kind of where we are from that vantage point. We just got to, I think with you, we have to start with your warm market or your low-hanging fruit. And those are people that are already familiar with the product. They're using the product. They purchased the product. They've seen, you see what I'm saying? They have an experience with the product.
Right.
Let's start there, and then we will work from there. Anybody else have something they would like to add and just share? Fred, I know you're the man. What are your thoughts in what I shared with Ms. Gia, and what would you like to add?
Well, I totally understand what Gia is talking about, and we're trying to focus initially on trying to get distributors in, but now kind of refocused and kind of redirecting toward customers. Just like your point is, once they become a customer and they see the value of the product, then that will be their segue into possibly becoming a distributor. Because I've got a couple of, like you say, relatives. I got a brother and cousin that's actually using the product now, so I need to circle back with them and follow up and see if they want to either consider the business or not. So.
Oh my goodness, family is the worst.
Those are the ones I never target my family first. Because they're brutal. And they hold no bars. They hold no, you. So I never really target them first. And
I didn't.
results. So like, this is how my family started buying product from me. When I got on the Bitters Challenge, they begin to see the fat belly go down.
Okay, okay. That's what I'm thinking. That's gonna be the point right
They
there.
started seeing the results and asking what was I doing. Then I put in a group chat what I was doing. And then some have said, well, I'm gonna go on Wednesday night and check this out to hear how this affects my body. Then others said, how can I order the gummies? How can I do? And that's how my family started participating, at least with
Hey guys, I I I added Dr. Tyus and Dr. Betty as panelists just so we could all be together, but I don't see them on. I don't see them as a panelist for some reason.
They're still showing as
I don't understand why, because I want to, if you guys want to say anything, okay, I'm going to at least allow you to talk. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So we can have it's a small group and we might have questions and stuff of Dan. I was on the phone, but I kind of heard the family thing. You know, what you can do with your family is just say, hey, look, I'm in business. I need you to support me. You don't have to you don't have to be in business with me, but you got to at least try one of my products. And if it don't work for you, I'll never ask you to buy it again. Just give them that.
One of the things Ms. Gia was saying, Ms. Phyllis, is that the family, they're brutal.
They're what?
Brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Really.
I was sharing with her that because I'm the second to the
so you got nothing coming.
So because I'm the second to the youngest, they smash me. They don't care about Pastor Dan, Coach Dan. They don't care about seeing me on TV. I'm little Dion to them.
And that's the deal. You never change to your family. They never think. They think about you as little Dion all the time.
They don't care, little nigga. That's how they talk to me. But when they saw the results, when they saw, even so in Wakana is when they saw the physical results. Because they all get on me about my health and all of that stuff. So when they saw that I was literally slimming down and then they started asking questions. I started giving answers. And then at the family reunions or different gatherings, the people that was in pain, I was put the little cream on. So your family is from the show me state. You got to show them that it's working for you. And after you show them that it works, you'll be able to get them and they'll become customers and things of that nature. But they're from the show me state. So you got three approaches with your family. Approach one is what Phyllis just said. Look, I'm in business. I need your help. I want you to support me. Approach, that's very direct. That is a direct approach. And people that you're in family and your closest friends, you could use that approach because you have influence with them. The second approach is a more look at me approach. So it's an approach from a testimonial perspective. So the first approach is very direct. Do this because I'm asking you to. The second approach is do this because look what it's doing for me. And then the third approach is try this and let me know how it affects you. So that's the sample. You see that? And if you notice what I just said in those approaches, Gia, it's the same thing we always say when especially me, and I know Ms. Phyllis do it when we do our presentations. We say you have product that you can sell. Watch this. Buy this from me because I'm in business and I want your support.
Hold on.
You can use, look at how this is affecting me and how it's helping my body, right? And you can sample. Try this and let me know how it makes you feel. or what you like the best about it. Now, when you sample, it's imperative that you give them samples that you know is going to have a quick return, a quick response. So you don't sample, to me, and it's kind of difficult to sample tinctures, but you don't sample tinctures. You sample
Right.
the pain
Pain
cream.
cream.
You
The
sample
gummies.
gummies.
Yeah.
Those are the main two things
Yes.
you sample, the pain cream and the gummies, right?
I have a sister.
Okay.
She had surgery on her shoulder. Before she had surgery, I gave her the pain cream, the power gummies, and the broad spectrum gummies. She told me, I used the pain cream, but they are dead set on them Tylenols, Advils. I
And
told her, I
nothing you
said,
can do.
don't take it. I said, don't take no Advil, don't take no Tylenol. Use the pain cream. Don't use nothing else. But she still used her Advil. So she was like, I don't know if it was the pain cream or the Advil. I was like, it was the pain cream because you've been using the Advil all the time.
And here's so you can understand this, Ms. Gia. And this is why I told you my family have to come to me at this juncture. I don't really go to them. They got to ask me questions. You got to learn how to shake the dust off your feet and keep on moving and come back to them at a later time. You don't want to spend a lot of energy. Like you said, they're brutal. So that's a lot of negative energy. That's a lot of weight. You got to be able to shake the dust off your feet and connect.
That's right.
Right?
I don't bother them. I be like, okay.
Remember,
Can I say something that has just turned a business around for everybody, family members, people that never said a word. I mean, when I started with that gummy challenge, I sent that gummy challenge via text, via messenger, added it to the Facebook group, and more people that have ever responded, people that I hadn't heard from in years, called me to know about the gummy challenge. So I'm saying that is not only my experience, that's a lot of experience. So go for what you know, because once you get them in something that works, then they're open, their minds are open to everything else that we have. Utilize that gummy challenge, please. Put as many people as you can on that gummy challenge page.
Okay.
absolutely. Anybody else? A question. What's one of the biggest hurdles that you may have come across as you're seeking to build your business, or question that you may have?
You don't wear that outside by itself.
You don't kill them. You don't kill them.
Anyone? Dr. Betty, Dr. Crawford, Fred?
Hi.
Hey, Dr. Betty.
Hey, so yeah, my biggest challenge is keeping up.
I got it.
You know, I mean, there's so much going right this minute. I am literally trying to capture the links for tonight for people that I've invited. So, I mean, things are moving so fast. We have to, it's a matter of organization, you know, and yeah, that's what I'm finding.
So let me ask you a question. True or false? Every time there's a presentation or a training that you have to get on, you have to go and find the link for it. True or false?
Not necessarily. Let me say yes and no. No for me because I'm generally a panelist, but yes because we've even got a listing of the Zoom meetings, and sometimes they're not correct. I mean, I had somebody last week sitting on there waiting for somebody to open the meeting from the link that was on that sheet, and it never happened. So I am always in the mode of checking to see, is this the link for tonight? You know, and if it's not posted, then I'm going here and there trying to get confirmation, so I don't have people sitting somewhere where there is nobody.
So first of all, let me apologize if there is links and things that's not working and operative. Certainly, we want to make you guys' jobs easier to be successful and not more difficult. So
Exactly.
maybe what I can do is have a conversation and hit the refresh button on all of these Zoom links and ideas,
Mm-hmm.
so that, and then send it out and say last updated
Right.
August 2021. So you'll know this is
Exactly.
the actual link, and then you can
Exactly.
pre-program it so it automatically pops up and populates, and you'll be able to send it to whoever you need to send it to. So that's something that we can fix.
Yeah.
The other piece is, in the meantime, in between time, work a day in advance if possible. So instead of waiting to the day of, a couple of hours before, if your time allows you to, have all of that stuff set up 24 hours in advance. And so that way you've already checked the checker, you've already sent it out. So 1 hour prior to the actual presentation, you're just sending out reminders and everything has been confirmed. So it's not like you'll have a guest sitting somewhere and nothing's happening. Does that make sense?
It does, and I can appreciate that. However, it doesn't happen like that all the time. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. For instance, today is posted on Wakanda for Life, but there's no link. And I've been checking all day, there was no link. So I finally had to reach out to Dr. Rita, who actually thought she had sent it to me for the panelists, but hadn't. And then I just literally, I just got the link. So the link for the guests. So I don't know. And hopefully we can get the Zoom in with Wakana on a regular, you know, so that we really don't have any confusion about.
Okay. Well, I think that's a valid point. That's a valid challenge.
I didn't hear the challenge.
So here's what's happening for
in less than 2 minutes.
Oh, wow. Well, that's easy. I could do it in 30 seconds. The login credentials for the various Zoom meetings that we have are not accurate in the marketing and the promotional material that we push out to say login. So what we probably need to do is hit the refresh button on all of them and send out a new document that has all of the corrected information on it, and just simply say, as of August 2021, this is the login credentials for all of our Zoom meetings, and this is the schedule.
Okay. Okay, I agree. I don't know. And the thing about Zoom in with Wakana is because we have so many different things, somebody's gonna always be changing that. You know, the Wednesday night call, the Thursday night call, it's got times changing. So that's why you can't just have one universal Zoom in with Wakana. That would be so wonderful if you could.
It really would.
We wouldn't have to worry about it. But
Right.
that is somebody that has to be on it, and there's nobody to appoint to that one thing at this time. So
Gotcha.
you are a pioneer, Dr. Smith.
Yep.
And I know that don't help sometimes, but that helps until we get over that hurdle.
Yes.
And what I did send out a list, and what I try to do is to, for me, or whatever thing I'm gonna do is keep renewing that same link. So if you have the link, then you're pretty safe. The link that, you know, if you keep extending it out. Now, my links are extended out to, like, I think December, this is the last one I did. So they should be able to work for you. And if they, now what, okay, we'll talk later, because I want to fix that for you. I don't hear, I hear, what do I hear in your voice? I don't want to hear what I hear in your voice. I want to fix that for you. Okay?
All right. Well, we have 3 more minutes before we move into White Wakana for the night. Well, I would say 2 more minutes. Is there any other questions? Those those that are on the attendee side, you have any questions, please by all means put it in the chat. And if you are here on the panelist side, speak now, or as they would say, or forever hold your peace.